Fabian Picardo began by inviting the members of the committee to visit Gibraltar to see the reality for themselves, an invitation the committee said it would take into consideration. The Chief Minister listed reasons why Gibraltar voted to remain. Among these, the political unity on the issue locally, Spain's aggressive attitude towards the ROC, geographical proximity to the continent, and access to EU funding. However, he stressed that Gibraltar had accepted the result of the referendum and was now trying to identify opportunities for the future. He highlighted the extent of the ROC's business relationship with the UK, but also emphasised the importance of access to the single market.
It's in that context that if we don't see the United Kingdom do an agreement with the European Union that provides for access to the single market, that it may be that we would seek that the United Kingdom's negotiation includes a facet which allows for Gibraltar to have a microstate style relationship with the EU. The EU has been trying to regularize the relationships it has with San Marino, with Monaco, with Andorra, with the microstates within the territorial ambit of the continent of Europe, and it may make sense to focus some of what Gibraltar does in the context of those agreements also.
Mr. Picardo stressed the need for fluidity at the frontier, for the sake of both Gibraltar and the Campo de Gibraltar in terms of business and employment. He argued Gibraltar already has a hard Brexit type of border, being outside of Schengen and the customs union, emphasising that goodwill and good faith are paramount for the frontier to operate smoothly. Mr. Picardo highlighted the human aspect of the situation.
So much of what we talk about in these committees is about business and trade, and it's right, of course, that we should do that. But during this period of uncertainty, girls and boys from Slovenia will be falling in love with girls and boys from Gibraltar. They'll be getting married. They'll be establishing families. That human interaction is what we must ensure Brexit doesn't get in the way of. And with goodwill on both sides, I'm sure we can achieve that.
The Chief Minister told the committee many in Gibraltar felt disappointed and, in the face of Spain's sovereignty claim, exposed by the result of the referendum. Asked whether Spain could hold the UK hostage over the issue, Mr. Picardo said he was confident the Prime Minister understands Gibraltar will not agree to any dilution of sovereignty. He warned against the UK bowing to Spanish pressure to carve Gibraltar out of any deal.
Traditionally, the United Kingdom has dealt with that in a way that is, I think, very unfavourable to the people of Gibraltar and must not repeat itself, which is to say they will agree with Spain that the deal, on whatever subject it may be, the agreement will be concluded and it will not apply to Gibraltar. And this has been the traditional way of carving Gibraltar out when Spain raises it at the last minute. I think we have to be grateful to the former Spanish Foreign Minister, Senor García Margallo, for having said from the first moment that the referendum was announced, if the United Kingdom votes for Brexit, Spain will veto the application of any deal to Gibraltar.
Security, maritime and air liberalisation issues were raised as well, as was Gibraltar's continued access to the European Court of Human Rights and the European Court of Justice in issues dealing with member states. The Chief Minister was accompanied by Deputy Chief Minister Dr. Joseph Garcia and Attorney General Michael Llamas QC.